Kev. Get your ass over here.
I'm right here, John. Chill out.
Good. Now get in the van. Let's do this, Kev.
Hell yeah, brother. Let's go.
Look at that beauty, Kev. Dude, we're gonna be so rich after this.
I really do hope so.
It's way better inside than outside. Come on, Kev, get in there.
Yo, John, you coming or what? John? What the fuck? What is...
Welcome back, everyone. Today I'll bring you a full walkthrough for Backrooms Exploration, a game released on the 2nd of May 2025. It basically is one day before my birthday, which is, didn't even notice it until now that I'm reading. So the game was developed by HNStudios, and as the game should be, it's a Backrooms game, and you explore. So there's a few things that I enjoy about the game, and there's a few things that I don't like in most games. The first one is the fact that you can turn off entities. I think there was a few reviews mentioning that before. These reviews were before I played the game, of course, that you couldn't exactly turn off the entities because they were bugged. But at the moment you can turn off the entities and just explore the levels. And that is my favorite thing about the Backrooms, as you know, and if you've been here for a while, I hate entities in Backrooms games. I think they do not add nothing to the red that the Backrooms should be. The fact that you should be alone and not chased by every single creature that there is on the asset stores. Do believe that this thing with the creatures came from Kane Pixels, I think, because if you know the Backrooms lore, if I'm not mistaken, I think it just mentions that you might not be alone in the Backrooms, but that is a very broad term. You might not be alone, but you might be alone as well, you know. So I think it was taken literally, like most things in this world, and they decided to include a stickman. I think the design for the stickman, I think that one comes from Kane Pixels. I have to admit it's quite cool when you see it the first 3 times. After 3 times, this stickman becomes quite boring, and I do not enjoy it, because then every Backrooms games has to be either multiplayer, which again I don't understand the idea of multiplayer in the Backrooms, because to me the Backrooms, the idea of it is that you are alone in an environment that you shouldn't be able to see or even comprehend. But I always thought that the multiplayer experience retracts a bit from what the Backrooms should be. But that again, and I'll keep repeating it, I have nothing against multiplayer games. I have nothing against games that have stickmen. It's simply not to my taste. There's one thing I enjoy about the game. Let's talk a bit about the pros, which is the fact that you can turn off head bob, and I will come back to head bob in a bit. And you can turn off entities, and that I did enjoy it a lot. The game is not very big. I think I finished in 1 hour and something, so it means that it's relatively short. The graphics are quite cool. There's 1 or 2 parts of the game that I really enjoyed, and I think you guys will enjoy it as well. There is a part in the suburbia that I didn't like, which is you have to feed some cows, and I did not enjoy feeding the cows because the guy moves very slowly. That's a big complaint in the game. Your character moves like he's dragging 20 kilos of steel on his back, and I did not enjoy that. I think it should be made quicker. Even running The character is very slow. So at the moment, I see that nearly straight away after releasing this one, the developer announced a sequel, and I have a problem with the way it was worded. When you do one game, this happens a lot with companies. When you do one game, all of a sudden you announce a sequel and you say, this is how the other games should have been. This will be way better than the other games that I have created. You have to think about something. You haven't released a new game yet. So if you haven't released a new game yet, don't talk bad about the games that you released before. Because if you are already saying that those games are not exactly what they should be, people will not buy it. Makes no sense at all. And to me, if in my mind, as a consumer, I do not enjoy it, because it means that I'm buying a subpar product. It means that I'm buying a product that doesn't matter. So why would I spend money on your games if all of a sudden you announce a sequel and you're saying that it's better than everything you've ever done because finally you had this thing and that thing? Doesn't make no sense. Just don't say these kind of things. And this is not only for this guy. This is not only for this developer. It's every developer. Don't say these kind of things. Don't bad talk about games that you've done before until you have your new game. Because when you have your new game, what will happen is, if this is the mindset, when this new game that you're creating that finally has everything that the other games didn't have, when you make another new game, will be the same stuff. Finally has things that the other games didn't have. So just put the things that you want to put in the game and move on. Just stop talking bad about your games. That is not good PR. Sorry, guys, it was a big rant, but I see that quite often in games, and especially big companies. I think, to me, the thing with the Dying Light, that's really pissed me off quite a lot with the Dying Light, the Beast, when it was said that this is the game that really should have been, and blah, blah, blah. Almost like the Dying Light 2 was a mistake. So if that was the mistake, give Dying Light the Beast for free, eh? That is not the correct thing. If the company hates the game that much, that they finally made the game that they wanted to do, like an apology for the fans and blah, blah, blah. An apology for fans that is not free. It's $49.99. So if that's an apology for fans because the Dying Light 2 was not a good game, why not giving Dying Light the Beast for free? And I know that some editions that you buy of the Dying Light 2, they will have the Beast for free, but not all, especially after developers trash talk the Dying Light 2. And, well, I paid for the game. I enjoyed the game. If the developers themselves hated the games that they did before, so where do we stand in here? When does it stop? When there will be a game that you finally want to release? Because when the new Dying Light comes, these guys are gonna say the same. Oh, finally we had things that even the Dying Light, the Beast, that had things that the other one didn't have, doesn't have. So you understand. It's a huge rant, I know, but it really pissed me off, this idea with the Dying Light. So back to Backrooms, the exploration. As I said, it didn't really fit me very well, this thing of announcing a sequel and trash talk already, the ones that we bought. This game costs £4.90, £4.29, sorry about that. So it's not that much. It's relatively cheap, and it will not break your back. It does have these moments. It's really got some really cool Backrooms vibes, especially the pools. I enjoy the pools. I found them very creepy. There is a section in there that freaked the hell out of me. But now to the most important part about the game. You can turn off Head Bob. And let's talk a bit about Head Bob. If you are a developer in any style of game, create an option to turn off head bob. I cannot understand how developers do not realize that head bob, motion blur, these are things that are migraine inducing. It doesn't matter if you suffer from epilepsy, it doesn't matter if you suffer from eyesight. These things are migraine inducing. Even if you don't suffer from nothing of it, a few hours of it will start to affect your eyesight in the long run. So why not having these options? And there was a huge kind of argument or something that took place about a very famous Backrooms game, and the fact that by removing these things, you're going against the vision of the creator. It's a lie. These things are options. If someone wants to play it with head bob, they will play it with head bob. VHS filters up the wazoo. It doesn't matter. Man, I'm happy for people that enjoy head bob. Hell, put more head bob for those people. Making it in a way that you cannot even see straight when the guy is walking, like he's having an epileptic attack. Make it that way. Now make it also an option to remove it, because once you don't put these options, you're limiting your game to a very specific kind of people, which is people that do not suffer from motion sickness, but because I didn't used to suffer from motion sickness. I didn't used to suffer from it at all. But year after year and game after game and game after game of head bobs, VHS filter, a huge amount of bloom in the games as well. This thing started to affect my eyesight to the point that I cannot stand head bob not even for 2 minutes without nearly going to the hospital. It's horrible. It shouldn't be forced on players. It's an option and it shouldn't be there. And if it is there, make a warning that it is there. It's optional. It should be optional. All the games should be optional. I'm not very good with Unreal Engine and how things really work, but I know I've messed around a bit with it. I know that these are toggles, these are optional settings and optional things that you choose in Unreal Engine. Not to give it as an option, it just proves a huge lack of sight from the part of the developer. It shouldn't be there for the people that do not stand it. And even for people who stand it, if you are one of them and you are listening to this game after game, it will start to affect your eyesight. It doesn't matter. Your eyesight will not be the same forever. It will become tired. It will become more prone to sickness because of this kind of games, because this is too much. And if you are young, people always think that when they are young, nothing will affect them in the long run. It's a lie. It will affect you at some point. You will feel motion sickness as well. So there you go. That's my rant about head bob, and especially the Backrooms games. They are indeed the bane of existence of every Backrooms game, that for some reason 89% of the developers of the Backrooms games decided that head bob should be in it. And this is because Kane Pixels made a video, and Kane Pixels included a lot of head bob in his video. But in this case, Kane Pixels included this head bob because it's a video. I cannot remove head bob from a video, and I will not watch it, as I did not watch the video because of the head bob. It's a video. You cannot select it. There is no option for that. Now, in a game, if a game is meant to give the player options, which is I decide which path I'm going to take in a game, blah, 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 if I shoot or not, this should be priority. It's a priority because it does make people sick. There you go. This was my huge rank. Even with the head bob, I know that in the Backrooms exploration you can remove it. I play it without head bob and it's quite nice. I walked around quite a lot. I played it quite a bit, and I'll play it again because I do enjoy some of the level. I do recommend the game. I know that it has mixed reviews at the moment, but I do recommend the game. I did enjoy it. I think that the price is very fair. It's the same as most Backrooms games, and I do advise you to play it if you want to see it for yourself. I'll leave a link in the description. If you enjoy my video, don't forget to click the like button. Once again, guys, I'm sorry about this rant. I know that it was a very big rant, but this thing with the head bob has been, unfortunately, a huge problem for me lately, as I'm getting more sicker and sicker with this. And I can only blame games that never remove this huge migraine-inducing effects, and it deteriorate my eyesight into the point where I can barely play anymore. It's unfortunate, but that's what happened. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. I hope you do enjoy the video. If you do, don't forget to click the like button. If you're not subscribed, now it's a good time, and with luck, I'll see you next time.
Who the hell built all this? A closet? Wow. This is amazing. This is relaxing. Okay, focus. Focus. Oh, fuck! Holy shit! What are those? Holy shit. Two doors? Which one do I pick? Okay, well, this is different. Thank you, Moo. Ugh, great. Now I'm all wet. hell no! Hey, you! You! Stop! What the hell? Where did he go? What is that sound?